as you may or may not know, I got my degree in theater, as well as religion, 2 degrees. And you may be like, oh, Beau, you might have acted quite a bit in order to actually pursue this full time. Oh, this guy back there stopped to let... Wow, these people when they drive. They're in traffic and they're supposed to be moving. And they stop in the middle of traffic to let someone in. Wow, if that person got hit from behind, he would have no case. Wow, it's just like, why were you stopped in the middle of traffic? I was being polite and letting someone in. You were stopped in the middle of traffic. But anyway, I digress. I shouldn't be angry. Grace, 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 grace. So acting. A long time ago, I went to Rockaway, Oregon. It's a small little town on the Oregon coast, and I went there with the youth group to do a vacation Bible school for some young kids. I acted for one of the first times ever. Now in retrospect, I realize that I have always been an actor at heart. That is, I love to portray certain expressions and entertain people and tell stories. I love to do that. But at this time, this was the first time I acted on stage. And I thought at that point, when you act, you act. And then when you're off stage, it's cool to just let that character dissolve from you and you just snap out of it. Let me give you an example. I would run up to the stage and I was some hillbilly guy, Billy Bob something, had these big crooked teeth, some overalls on with one of the suspenders off, wife beater on underneath. You get the point. Just total hillbilly redneck. And just this fun-loving character, and I'd go up and I'd get the kids all excited, and I was also there with Lacey McHugh. Hey, I remember. And we did like a dance routine and hooked arms and walked around and ran and did cartwheels. So much fun. And then when I got off the stage, I let that character dissolve from me, and I just snapped out of it. Oh, you okay, sweetie?
Owie.
She says owie. I wonder why. Maybe I just went snap and she thought I hurt myself. I'm okay, sweetie.
Owie.
Back to my story. I snapped out of this character. I remember there being a dad there, and he was, just dropping off his kids or something like that, and he saw me snap out of my character. And I kind of thought in the back of my mind, oh, look at me, look at how great I am. I can change between personalities. But he kind of had this awkward reaction to when I snapped out of my character, because it gave the impression that I was faking this character. And of course I was faking. I'm not a real hillbilly. At least I hope not. But when you play a character, don't undermine that character. And that's the big lesson that I learned here. That if I'm really laughing, or if I am fake laughing, don't suddenly stop and withdraw yourself from that character. It's just uncomfortable, and you just undermine the excitement of the whole situation. Let me give you another example. You ever see people laugh like this? And then they stop? They look like complete jerks when they do that. But they're thinking in the back of their mind, oh, I'm just being sarcastic right now, and I have such good control over my emotions, I can fake like I can laugh, and then I can stop laughing. Don't do that. If you're going to even fake like you're laughing, just continue for the sake of the situation. No one finds that humorous when someone goes, ha 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 ha. It's uncomfortable. Don't do that. Don't. In the same way, when you are a character at Vacation Bible School and you are this Billy Bob guy, continue with that character. And even if you have a small smile on your face, don't go, hey, howdy kids. That's just not nice. That's just not cool. But anyway, don't worry. That didn't undermine the entire act there. We continued to love these kids like Jesus did and to tell them the good news about eternal life. It was just so much fun. And I did end up buying a crocodile head at one of the gift shops there. A small little petrified crocodile. Petrified as in preserved, not petrified as in frightened. The little crocodile head. Imagine.